inject the right amount of humor into any discussion. So, and besides being approachable and friendly, he is dedicated and hardworking, and one of my friends. So please give a huge round of applause for Steve.
Hello everybody, how's your weekend going? Fine.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I'd like to walk you all through my internship journey. So I'm Steve. I study at a place called as presidency. So I'd like to talk about my hobbies. So I love to scroll on Instagram, everybody. And then I love to play video games and I love to watch sitcoms too. The one thing that sets me apart from like others is probably that I love studying. But apart from that, I'm just like every other teenager. I'd like to talk about why I've chosen an internship and all the internships that I've chosen. So in 2023, I came to know about Ireland, and this was from a WhatsApp status. So I was like so interested to know about psychology, so I picked psychology. This was because I was like an introvert at the time. I did not know how to communicate with people, and I just learned so much from that, and I just became a lot better at communicating with people. So I decided to continue my journey with ILM in 2024, and I got the opportunity to like work at a work internship. So I picked two companies, PV and Tech. So I chose science for 11, and I knew that technology is going to be my career path. So obviously, I wanted to learn more about this to see what the future held out for me. So I chose PV Tech, and along with learning about technology, I learned a lot about digital marketing and Canva tools too. And I chose something. The other company I chose was basically made by teams, run by teams. So I was one of the core members, and we were like the core members for like a very, very long time. And I was the social media manager for the team. So the Team Times is like run by teams. They're a media house. So why would I choose a media house if I was going to choose science? This might be a question for like many people and also for me. But the Teen Times offered like actual working experience. Now you have to work with a team, and it's like not someone telling you to do something. It's like you have to work with each other, and you have to like, find solutions. You have to like know what people needed, and you have to provide it. And I really been impressed with all the internships I've been doing, and I hope to do more internships in the future. So this is some of the work I've been doing in 2023. I made a podcast called the Psychology Internship where me and a friend we had interviewed a mental health professional about neurodiversity and like how you can integrate them into work and like how they're like not that different from us. So if anyone wants to listen to this podcast, just have the QR code over there. And the other work that I've done is Teen Times. So we made it it's like a main thing for us right now. Instagram post, we're going to be posting like occasionally. We're not going to stop posting anytime soon. And we're also on LinkedIn, and we're going to be expanding to other social media soon, along with another give us a follow. So I'd like to talk about the most important part about internships, is that how it changed my life. So as you guys know, I mentioned that I love studying. So not everybody loves studying. In fact, if you talk to any random teenager that you meet, they're going to be like, I hate studying. Please let me escape from school. And so because I loved studying, it meant that school was really easy for me, and I didn't have to put that much effort into school. So because of that, it made me go through the cycle of procrastination and like not managing my time to study at the end of like one day before the exam and just still do well. So I never knew that this was going to be a problem. I thought that I could just keep on doing this till like the end of my life, just keep on going on with this. But until I chose like, to work in an internship, I never knew how unhealthy this habit was, how much it impacted my professionalism, and these are mistakes that are really cost. I'm just going to like put an emphasis on that. If I did these mistakes in my real job, I would end up losing. That's all. That's all I gotta say about making mistakes. So I like to talk about a humorous mistake that I've done, a mistake that I made. So basically, we have these things like each meeting we have it via Google Meet or via Zoom. So it's basically like online class. And I ended up closing off in one. I think it was a really important meeting because because people know like there was some work that you had to do, and they're like, "What do you want? Do you want to do this?" And I did not know what I was signing up for. I'm like, "Yes." I want to do it. And it was for making a video for like teen interns, and I made another teen intern like work with me, and we became friends by doing that. That is Devika. So we spent 2 hours just laughing and having fun for a 5 minute video. We made the most serious mistakes possible. We spent 2 hours to just perfect it. It was like a really fun part of my internship, and I learned so much. The main thing I learned is that in your real job, don't fall asleep in an interview. So many people have learned in their internship like the technical skills, but the skills I picked up are not the technical skills because you could always learn them from a book or from a Google search. But the skills I learned from my life skills. So I learned a lot about planning, putting the right tasks ahead of me, doing what is most important, and I learned a lot about communication, not like the communication between friends. I meant the communication between like when you're in a working environment. I learned a lot about teamwork and how we can fix each other's flaws and be the best versions of ourselves. And I also learned a lot about research, especially when researching for articles from times. And I learned a lot about speaking and time management. So these are really important skills that I think that will be really useful anywhere I go. And oddly enough, even though internship experience is like way different from what I'm used to, it's not like the standard experience at school, just given you just put on a pedestal. I actually loved it because I knew what the real world was like. I knew that it is not going to be easy. I knew that it was going to be like climbing a mountain and then bungee jumping off the peak. That was basically my internship experience. Luckily enough, I landed safely and I learned a lot about it. So I learned a lot about the person, a more productive version of myself, which I did not know I could do. I did not know that I could be a good time manager. I did not know how to plan things efficiently. So it just taught me so much about my potential and it taught me so much about who I wanted to be and how I wanted to do things in my life. So thank you everyone. Thank you for giving me your time.